Sonic Racing CrossWorlds has been a smashing success across all Sonic fans. But if we look back to its predecessor, things weren't so great. Today, I'm going to be looking at why Sonic Racing CrossWorlds did so well and how come Team Sonic Racing didn't. I hope you guys enjoy, and with that, let's head straight into it. Now, to start off, we need to understand what the main idea of Team Sonic Racing was. The entire game was a spin on the classic racing formula, making teams a huge aspect of gameplay. That meant you could play with your friends, right? No. Yeah, you could not be on a team with your friends. That's right, a game centered around working with your team didn't let you play with your friends. The only way you could is if you played a private match together, which meant you wouldn't be able to rank up, basically taking away all of the incentive of the game. If you tried to load into the same game online, there was always a chance that you'd not be on the same team as your friends. Oh, and there was no crossplay, so you couldn't even play with people on a different device. Surely it couldn't get any worse, right? Bad teammates. Oh my gosh, if your teammates were bad or even placed near last, your score was tanked. That's right, all your skill could go straight out of the window if you didn't have the best teammates, punishing you for every little mistake your team could make. If you came first but your friends placed 6th and 7th, your team would get marked down so much, and honestly, it was horrible. That was it though, right? Nuh-uh. This game had an absolutely wild roster of bugs, absolutely destroying every game session. You could be flung off the map, lose control of your car, or even get kicked out of the game with the best Wi-Fi. Honestly, the whole play experience really sucked, and I think Sonic Team knew because this game costed $40. The only hype trade this game had was that it was the main Sonic game releasing around the time of the first Sonic movie, so let's just say it was definitely carried by that. Now, let's turn over a new leaf and look at modern day Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. This game had so much riding on it because it needed to save a dead racing franchise, and I think it really did that. To start off, the marketing has been incredible. We've had all sorts of trailers, soundtrack drops, Tales Tube videos, even some Oprah Network tests to build up hype. Not just that, the actual gameplay is truly incredible, bringing back the transforming vehicle gameplay, adding a huge roster of items, and making the game so much more fun for everyone to play. If you had to pick one for just entertainment, I would definitely pick this one because I feel like a lot of people just prefer it. It's smoother, looks better, and performs better overall. Now, before I continue, I want to ask you guys if you can do me a favor and hit that subscribe button because it'll really help me out a ton. My goal is to hit 15,000 subscribers before the end of 2026, and it would mean so much if we could reach that. With that, let's get back to the video. Overall, it's safe to say that Sega really planned Sonic Racing CrossWorlds out because even to this day the hype is still real, mainly in part due to the sheer amount of collaborations involved. If you didn't know, the team has worked with Paramount and other companies to bring special IPs like SpongeBob, Minecraft, Knights, TMNT, among others, and they're bringing in more in future. Frankly, I think Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is playing a long-term game strategy, not just giving us a fun start and then crashing down, but giving us slow and good feedback and improving on what people say. Moving on to my next point, the game development. The part that matters most about a game is how the community receives it and what the devs do with feedback. And the CrossWorlds devs have been in overdrive when taking complaints or unbalanced features, which has made the game feel really balanced and fair. There isn't any crazy meta or broken, overpowered things to make it seem unfair when you're playing, and honestly, there's really nothing else I do to make it a better Sonic Racing game. Anyways guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because it truly means a lot to me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!